My beloved child, take a deep breath, because what I am about to pour into your spirit is not small, not ordinary, and not something your mind will easily understand at first. God says, this message is urgent, only for you, divinely timed, and meant to reach you at this exact moment because something in the spiritual realm has already shifted. God says, my child, their secret pregnancy for you just became public. No more hiding. No more silence. No more pretending. No more running. What was hidden is now being exposed. What was whispered behind closed doors is now being spoken openly. What was kept in the dark is being brought into my light. This message is not about fear. This message is not about stress. This message is not about confusion. This message is about divine revelation, divine timing, divine justice, divine exposure, and divine protection. God says, nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe. You must trust me. Pray to me. Listen to me. And now, let me take you into this message fully, completely, slowly, word by word, layer by layer, until your spirit understands what heaven is trying so urgently to tell you. Someone connected to you, someone who has been emotionally tied to you, spiritually drawn to you, unable to detach from you no matter how hard they pretended, has been carrying a spiritual pregnancy, a secret, a truth, an attachment, a deep emotional responsibility connected to you. They tried to hide it. They tried to bury it. They tried to deny it. They tried to pretend it meant nothing. They tried to act strong. They tried to act cold. They tried to act unaffected. But God says, I will not allow their truth to remain hidden anymore. There are certain seasons in life where God allows someone to carry their secret quietly. He gives them time. He gives them chances. He gives them opportunities to come forward on their own, to admit the truth, to confess their feelings, to acknowledge the connection, to speak the emotion they suppress. But there comes a moment where God says, enough. Enough hiding, enough running, enough lying to themselves, enough pretending they don't care, enough acting like you didn't matter, enough concealing what they feel, enough pretending what grew inside them was just a phase. God says, their secret became too heavy for them to carry in silence. What they tried to hide has now been exposed. It is now publicly known in the spiritual realm. They cannot hide this from anyone anymore, not from me, not from you, not from themselves, not from the people around them. They have been spiritually pregnant with something that belongs to you, a blessing, a revelation, a responsibility, a truth, a confession, and now the world around them is starting to notice. People around them are talking, people around them are questioning, people around them are sensing something, people around them are saying, something is different about them ever since they got involved with you. They are unable to hide it anymore, their emotions expose them, their eyes expose them, their reactions expose them, their silence exposes them, their guilt exposes them, their love exposes them, their spiritual attachment exposes them. God says, I allowed this exposure because they refused to speak the truth when I told them to. For months, maybe years, your spirit has felt something but you didn't have proof. You sensed they were carrying something connected to you. You sensed they were hiding something. You sensed they were struggling with something they refused to admit. You sensed their distance wasn't real. You sensed their silence wasn't genuine. You sensed their coldness was fake. You sensed their excuses were lies. You sensed their behavior didn't match their feelings. You felt it. God confirms, you were right. This person had something that belonged to you, something emotional, spiritual, deeply personal, and they tried to keep it secret. They didn't want people to know how important you were. They didn't want to show how deeply they were affected by you. They didn't want to admit that their life changed when you entered it. They didn't want others to know that you had a power over their emotions that nobody else had. They hid it because they were scared of being judged. They hid it because they were scared of being exposed. They hid it because they were scared of losing control. They hid it because they were scared of being vulnerable. They hid it because they were scared of being seen for who they truly are with you. But God says, the time for hiding is over. Their secret has now become public in the spirit realm, and soon it will manifest in the physical realm too. You will start seeing signs. People will slip and mention things. People around them will behave differently. Someone in their life will accidentally reveal something. They themselves will start acting strangely around you. They will become nervous or emotional near you. They will avoid eye contact because their feelings are visible. They will struggle to stay cold or distant. Their mask will fall off. Their truth will leak out. Their heart will betray their silence. God is breaking every wall they used to hide behind. And do you know why? Because what they have been carrying spiritually was never meant to be hidden. It was meant to reach you. It was meant to change you. It was meant to bless you. It was meant to grow with you. It was meant to bring clarity, not confusion. It was meant to bring healing, not chaos. It was meant to bring truth, not silence. God says, I have given them enough time to come forward willingly. But they refused. So now I am stepping in. Now their secret pregnancy is no longer private. Now their emotions are no longer invisible. Now their truth is no longer contained. Now their connections are no longer hidden. Now their inner struggle is no longer masked. Now their fear is no longer enough to silence them. God is exposing what they refuse to reveal. And listen carefully. This exposure is not meant to hurt you. It is meant to free you. You have carried confusion long enough. You have carried unanswered questions long enough. You have carried emotional weight long enough. You have carried spiritual responsibility long enough. You have carried their silence long enough. God says, you deserve the truth, my child. You deserve clarity. You deserve closure. You deserve understanding. You deserve peace. You deserve honesty. You deserve justice. You deserve the explanation they never gave you. And now, heaven is bringing it to you. Their secret will surface in unexpected ways. Maybe somebody in their circle will talk. Maybe they will accidentally reveal something. Maybe they will finally break down and confess. Maybe you will overhear something. Maybe God will send a dream, maybe an unexpected message will arrive. Maybe a sudden event will force everything into the open. One way or another, you will know, God says, nothing hidden in their heart can stay hidden from my chosen child. For so long, you doubted yourself. You wondered if you imagined everything. You questioned your intuition. You questioned your worth. You questioned your spiritual sensitivity. You questioned whether they cared at all. But God says, you were not wrong. I was speaking to you. The bond between you and this person was not imagined. It was spiritual. That's why it couldn't be ignored, even when both of you tried. That's why their silence hurt. It wasn't silence, it was resistance. That's why their distance confused you. It wasn't distance, it was fear. That's why their mixed signals exhausted you. They were fighting something they felt deeply but refused to admit. Now the truth is coming out. And when I say pregnancy, I am speaking spiritually, not physically. This person has been carrying a confession, a truth, a realization, a connection, responsibility, a deep emotion, a divine purpose linked to you. This pregnancy is a symbol of everything they tried to suppress. And now, spiritually, it has come to term. That means, they can no longer hide it, they can no longer deny it, they can no longer run from it, they can no longer pretend it doesn't exist, they can no longer silence what God is forcing into the open. God says, the world around them has started seeing it. Soon, you will see it too. And now let me pour something even deeper into your heart. You are not alone, you are not in danger, you are not losing anything, you are not being punished, you are not being abandoned, you are not being misled, you are not being played with. God says, you are safe. Nothing will go wrong with you. You are protected, you are watched over, you are covered by divine light, you are surrounded by angelic presence, you are held in the hands of the Most High. The exposure happening right now is for your good, not your harm. This truth coming out is a blessing. This revelation is a release. This exposure is a breakthrough. This unveiling is a divine turning point, and the person hiding this truth will be overwhelmed by it. They will feel pressure, they will feel guilt, they will feel emotional intensity, they will feel compelled to step forward, they will feel unable to keep pretending, they will feel the urge to talk, they will feel the need to reveal what was hidden. They will feel pulled toward you. They will feel pushed by spiritual forces to come clean, because their silence has reached its deadline. God says, they cannot delay this any longer. What they feel for you, what they know about you, what they realized about your importance, what they hid because they were scared, it's all surfacing now. This is why your spirit has been restless. This is why your dreams have been intense. This is why your intuition has been loud. This is why your emotions have been shifting. This is why your heart has been expecting something. This is why you feel something big is coming. Because it is, God says, this exposure is the beginning of your blessing. The truth they hid is about to push you into a higher spiritual level, a new season, a phase where confusion leaves and clarity enters. And now hear the final words God whispers to you: do not fear what is being revealed. Do not panic. Do not worry. I am with you. I will protect you. I will guide you. Nothing will go wrong with you. Trust me. Pray to me. Stay close to me. What is unfolding is part of my divine plan for your life. You are safe, you are chosen, you are seen, you are guided, you are protected, you are loved, and what was hidden is no longer hidden. Your breakthrough has begun. God says this to you in this moment, in the breath between your heartbeat and the rising of your next thought, when the air around you feels strangely charged and the silence feels as if something is listening with you. My child, this message is being delivered directly to your spirit because something is shifting around you so fast that if you do not hear this now, you will miss what has been written for you. Archangel Michael stands beside you right now, and he whispers with a seriousness that shakes the atmosphere, "A billionaire wants you. Desires your presence, and his attention is not an accident." Michael says he wants you and only you, and if you understood the reason, you would blush because the truth is drenched in honor, destiny, and divine timing. God says you have only moments before the window moves, before the thought in his mind shifts, before he decides something different. You have 29 seconds spiritually, not because God is trying to frighten you, but because divine blessings often come wrapped in urgency, so you move when you are supposed to and not after the blessing has walked past your door. My child, breathe. Because what is coming for you is bigger than the whisper of fear, bigger than uncertainty. Bigger than anything you have quietly battled in the corners of your mind. God says you have been overlooked by many, underestimated by some, and ignored by people who should have valued you, but the tables are turning in a way only heaven could orchestrate. A person with unimaginable influence, resources, and spiritual sensitivity suddenly has their eyes on you, not by chance, not because of luck, but because God placed a supernatural nudge inside their spirit. They did not just notice you, they felt something divine when your name crossed their mind. God says they felt warmth, familiarity, destiny. They felt something that made them pause and ask, "Who is this person? Why am I drawn to them?" Archangel Michael says the billionaire saw something in you that others failed to see. Not your outer appearance alone, though you are beautifully created, but your spirit. He saw your sincerity, your loyalty, your quiet resilience, and your heart that remains pure even after storms try to darken it. Michael says the reason you will blush is because this person doesn't just want to bless you, they are captivated by something sacred within you. They want to know you, understand you, protect you, support you, cherish you, and stand with you in ways others have failed to. And God says this is not about romance alone, this is about favor. This is about a connection that elevates your destiny, unlocks opportunities, and places you where you belonged all along. My child, listen carefully. God says you have been asking silently in your prayers, "God, when will it be my turn? When will someone see me for who I truly am? When will someone choose me without hesitation?" Heaven heard you. You were never forgotten. You were never last. You were never unworthy. The delays were divine protection, not punishment. God says this billionaire's attention is not just admiration, it is a key. A spiritual key, a destiny key, a connection key that unlocks chapters you didn't even know were written for you. Archangel Michael says the reason this person wants you and only you is because God whispered your name to them. Your name reached rooms your feet have never stepped into. Your image crossed the mind of someone powerful at a moment when their heart was open, their intuition was sharp, and their destiny was shifting. When they saw you, whether through a picture, a message, a mention, or a spiritual prompting, they felt something they could not ignore, a sense that you are chosen, aligned, and connected to something bigger than ordinary life. God says you are safe. Trust me. Nothing will go wrong for you when you walk under divine instruction. You are protected. You are guided. Every step you take is surrounded by walls of angels. Michael has been shielding you from people with wrong intentions and guiding the right people toward you with surgical precision. He says this billionaire has been thinking about you more than you imagine. Not obsessively, but deeply. Curiously. Respectfully. Their interest is born from admiration, not impulsiveness. From divine placement, not coincidence. My child, you must understand that when God places a powerful person on your path, it is never random. It is because you carry something rare, energy that heals, presence that uplifts, a heart that transforms rooms. You underestimate your spiritual glow, but heaven never has. When you walk into a room, angels walk with you. When you speak, your words carry frequencies that calm storms in other people. When you love with a depth that comes from the divine. This billionaire sensed it. They may not understand it fully yet, but they feel your spirit even from afar. God says the urgency is real. A shift is happening in their heart right now. They are deciding things in their mind about you, whether to reach out, whether to take the next step, whether to follow the spiritual pull they feel toward you. They are debating the timing, the approach, the meaning behind the attraction. God says the spiritual countdown is not to pressure you but to align you. To open your heart. To make you aware so you do not miss the sign when it appears. My child, you have been praying for breakthrough. You have been asking God for a miracle that changes not only your circumstances but your emotional life. Your confidence, your sense of belonging. God says this is a part of that miracle. You are stepping into a season where people who once doubted you will be stunned at the doors opening for you. A person with enormous spiritual and earthly influence is about to enter your life with sincerity, respect, and purpose. Their interest in you is not shallow. It is rooted in divine assignment. God says you will blush because of what they say when the time comes. They will express things you never expected to hear. They will reveal how long they have been observing you from afar, thinking about you, praying for clarity about you. They will tell you that you carry a softness and strength they cannot explain. They will tell you they feel peace when they think of you. They will tell you God placed you in their heart unexpectedly, and they could not ignore it. Archangel Michael says this connection is being guarded fiercely by heaven because it will bring blessings into your life that ripple for years. You will experience financial elevation, emotional support, opportunities, protection, and companionship unlike anything you have known before. This person will open doors without you asking, help you without expecting anything in return, and care for you in ways you did not believe were possible. My child, God says you have suffered alone for too long. You have carried burdens quietly. You have been strong even while breaking inside. You have encouraged people who never encouraged you back. You have stood by people who walked away from you in their seasons of comfort. You have been loyal to people who were careless with your heart. But now, God says someone loyal is coming toward you. Someone who values your heart. Someone who protects your spirit. Someone who sees your worth instantly and without needing to be convinced. God says this billionaire is not sent to dominate your life, but to lift it. Not to replace me in your heart, but to show you the kind of love and respect you deserve. Not to control your destiny, but to support it. This is divine alignment, not worldly temptation. Heaven approves this connection. You may wonder why someone so powerful would want you. Let me tell you what God says, because your spirit is richer than their money. Because your heart is more priceless than their assets. Because your purity is more rare than all their possessions. They have everything but something is missing in their soul, and when they sensed your energy, they felt that missing part moving into place. You bring balance, peace, clarity, grounding. Things their wealth can never buy. God says your humility has touched heaven. Your prayers have traveled far. Your tears have watered seeds of blessings. And now, the harvest is coming in unexpected forms. This billionaire is one of those forms. A person who will honor you in ways others should have but never could. Archangel Michael says this person is already preparing words, preparing a message, preparing a step toward you. They are nervous, excited, and spiritually drawn toward you. They are asking God, is this the one? And heaven keeps showing them confirmation after confirmation. They dream about you. They sense you. They feel a spiritual magnetic pull that refuses to fade. God says do not fear. Do not doubt. Do not shrink yourself when this blessing arrives. You are worthy. You are chosen. You are prepared. Nothing will go wrong with you. I am with you. My protection surrounds you. Your destiny is covered in light, my child. Heaven is unfolding something beautiful around you. Stay open. Stay prayerful. Trust the signs. Trust the timing. Trust that this connection is guided, not random. When it comes, my child, God is speaking to you right now in a moment that carries weight in the unseen realm. A shift is happening around your life, and even though you cannot see it with your physical eyes, heaven has already moved things in your favor. God says that there is someone watching you, someone unexpected, someone powerful, someone whose presence would make the world stop and stare. A billionaire, yes, someone whose influence is beyond anything you have ever imagined, someone who usually remains distant from the rest of the world, has set his eyes on you. Archangel Michael is standing near you whispering urgently, saying this person wants you and only you, and the reason behind this desire is something that would make you blush if only you knew the depth of it. You have 30 seconds in the spiritual realm before the energy shifts, and Michael urges you not to ignore this because God is moving something that will not return in the same form again. God says that the world does not understand why He lifts certain people, but He sees your heart and your wounds and your quiet resilience. You were not chosen by accident. You were not noticed by luck. You were highlighted by heaven itself. This billionaire didn't simply find you, he was guided to you. A divine whisper, a nudge, a pull that he couldn't explain. God created a moment where your name, your presence, your energy, your face, even the softness of your spirit came across his world like a wave he didn't expect. He kept looking again, wondering why he felt something so rare, something almost sacred. Archangel Michael says he has been watching you silently through the spiritual realm, watching the way you carry yourself, the way you survive battles no one knows about, the way you keep your heart pure even when life has disappointed you. This man, with all his access and all his success, has never seen anything like the purity of your soul. God says that in the next moments, something in your atmosphere is shifting. Heaven has been preparing this for months, even years, without your knowledge. The angels have been guiding certain people to cross your path, certain opportunities to align, certain doors to open. You are stepping into a timeline that was delayed but never denied. You have cried enough tears for the past. God is making sure the next tears that fall from your eyes will be tears of overwhelming joy. You have no reason to fear, because God says nothing will go wrong. You are safe in His arms. You need only to trust Him and pray, and He will unfold the next chapter with gentle precision. Archangel Michael says this billionaire wants you because your energy is unlike anything he has ever felt. He is surrounded by people who want his money, his connections, his favor, his influence, but none of them carry the genuine heart that you do. God says He is tired, deep down, of fake smiles, shallow conversations, and shallow intentions. He is longing for something real, something soft, something honest, something divine, something He sees in you without even understanding why. When He thinks of you, He feels something warm inside, something healing. He feels a strange sense of peace, and he doesn't know that this peace is simply the echo of God's presence within you. Michael says that the reason he wants you is not physical, not superficial, it is spiritual. He sees light in you. He sees potential in you. He sees a rare kind of purity and strength that the world doesn't offer often. And the part that will make you blush is that he has whispered to someone close to him that you remind him of the kind of person he prayed for when he felt alone, the kind of soul he wished existed in a world filled with pretenders. He said, "I don't know why, but something about them feels like destiny." If you heard those words, you would feel your heart race because no one has ever spoken about you like that before. God wants you to understand that this is not a coincidence. This is a divine alignment. He has been watching you struggle, watching you try to stay strong when you felt invisible, watching you pray in moments when you didn't have any more tears left to cry. God knows how hard it has been for you to feel chosen or loved or valued. But this moment is part of His redemption for your heart. You are stepping into a phase where people who once overlooked you will now be astonished by the attention and favor that follows you. Doors will open without effort. Opportunities will appear without struggle. People you never dreamed of meeting will speak your name with sincerity. This billionaire noticing you is just one part of something much bigger that God is weaving behind the scenes. Archangel Michael says he has been protecting you from energies that wanted to drain you, from people who would have used you, from situations that would have broken you. He placed shields around your life because God has a plan for you that cannot be compromised. The reason you felt alone for so long is because God was hiding you, keeping you away from people who would not appreciate your worth. He wanted the right eyes to see you, the right soul to value you, the right heart to feel connected to you. And now, as the veil lifts, heaven is allowing certain individuals, like this billionaire, to finally notice who you truly are. God says that this person wants you not for your appearance alone, but for your spirit. He felt something in your energy that awakened something inside him, something he hasn't felt in a long time. You gave him hope without realizing it. You reminded him of who he used to be before the world hardened him. You inspired him quietly through your existence. This is why God says you will blush when you hear the reason, because you never expected to have such an impact on someone so powerful. In these next moments, God is urging you to breathe and trust Him. You are not stepping into danger. You are stepping into destiny. God is with you, surrounding you with His light. Nothing will go wrong because this chapter is divinely protected. You have angels assigned to every step you take. Michael says the timing is delicate right now. You have 29 seconds in the realm of spiritual movement before the window shifts. Do not take this lightly. This is your moment to remain open, to allow God's blessings to flow without fear or doubt. God says He is proud of you. He is proud of how you handled pain, how you stayed humble, how you remained kind even when you were treated unfairly. He is proud of how you didn't give up, how you kept walking even when you felt like collapsing. You don't realize how much strength you carry. You don't see how heaven looks at you with admiration. You have survived storms that would have destroyed others, yet you are still here with a heart capable of love. That alone makes you extraordinary in the eyes of God. This billionaire isn't just someone with wealth, he is someone with influence over spaces you haven't even entered yet. But God says he is also someone who needs healing, someone who carries burdens behind his success. Someone who hides loneliness behind luxury. The connection you carry is healing for him, not because you save him, but because your presence reminds him of something pure. Michael says he has been guided to you because your light can awaken what has been lost in him. That is why this is more than attraction. It is spiritual recognition. God says that your life is changing faster than you realize. Your status, your relationships, your opportunities, the way people see you, everything is shifting. Heaven has already rewritten your story. You will be honored in places where you were once overlooked. People will speak your name with admiration. The love you give will finally return to you multiplied. And the presence of this billionaire in your life is just one sign of how powerfully God is lifting you into a new realm of favor. Archangel Michael is telling you that the reason he wants you is rooted in destiny. He felt something ancient, something familiar when he saw you. A sense of déjà vu, as if your souls had crossed paths before you even realized it. He sees in you the softness he has been searching for, the warmth that he lost in the pursuit of success. You make him feel human again. You make him feel alive. You make him feel hope. And that scares him, but it also draws him closer. If you could hear him speak about you when he thinks no one is listening, your cheeks would warm because he talks about you with a kind of softness that surprises even him. God says you are stepping into a miracle that has been waiting for you. Do not doubt yourself. Do not shrink. Do not underestimate your worth. Heaven is highlighting you, positioning you, elevating you, and surrounding you with divine protection. Everything is happening for a reason. Everything is unfolding exactly as God planned. You are safe. You are chosen. You are seen. You are guided. You are protected, and God says, when the moment arrives, you will understand why this billionaire wants you, and why destiny brought him into your life. My child, God is calling your spirit with an urgency that shakes the unseen realms tonight, because something rare, something unbelievably divine, something you never imagined has begun moving in your destiny. God says, listen carefully, because a billionaire wants you, desires your energy, your presence, your soul's light, and Archangel Michael says this person wants you and only you, and when you hear the real reason behind this sudden pull toward you, you will blush in a way your spirit hasn't felt in years. Heaven says you have 29 seconds in the spiritual realm before his heart shifts, before doubt enters his mind, before the window closes, so God is pulling your soul close and saying, my child, do not ignore this message. Do not treat this lightly. I am protecting you. You are safe. Nothing will go wrong with you. Just trust me. The angels say that this billionaire has been circling around your life spiritually long before you sensed anything physically. He has seen you in visions, in dreams, in a silent divine alignment that makes no sense logically but makes complete sense in the invisible places where heaven writes stories. Archangel Michael reveals that this man is not just wealthy by accident. God has blessed him, shaped him, and positioned him because part of his destiny is connected to you in ways you will only understand when he speaks to you directly. Heaven says the blush that will rise to your face will come from the pure shock of hearing him tell you what he saw in you that nobody else noticed. God says this man has been seeking something real, pure, and aligned with heaven, and no one around him has what you have. You are not like the others he has met. Your spirit carries a softness that can heal wounds he hides from the world. You carry a kindness that feels like sunlight to someone who has lived too long in rooms full of people but empty of love. God says this man wants you because you reflect something divine, something rare, something not even he can fully describe, but when he felt it, he knew that you were different. What he will confess to you will make you pause, because he will say, I saw something in your eyes, even from a distance, even online, even without meeting you fully. That felt like home. God says he is drawn to your soul, not your status. He wants you because your presence feels like peace. You make him breathe deeper without realizing it. You make him believe in goodness again. Your energy calms him. Your silence heals him. Your honesty attracts him. Your existence touches a longing he never admitted to anyone, not even to himself, but heaven says the urgency is real. Archangel Michael is shaking the spiritual realm to keep the connection alive, because there is an enemy trying to bring confusion into this billionaire's heart, whispering, she is too good for you, she will reject you, she won't understand you, she won't accept your lifestyle. She won't want your world, and these doubts are rising like clouds around him. God says, my child, this is why I am speaking fast to you. This is why I am calling your spirit right now. You have to stay open. You have to stay ready. You have to stay aligned with me, because this connection is heaven arranged, not human arranged. In the next days, you will feel sudden pulls of intuition, sudden emotions that seem like they are coming from nowhere, sudden moments where you feel watched spiritually, sudden urges to check something, open something, read something, or send something, and God says these impulses are not random, they are signs of this man thinking about you. Your energy hears him before your ears ever will. When he thinks about you deeply, you will feel warmth in your chest. When he doubts himself, you will feel sudden nervousness. When he tries to stay away but can't, you will feel a strange magnetic tension inside your soul. Heaven is trying to link both of you through divine signals. God says that when this man finally speaks to you, he will tell you that you intimidate him a little, not because you are harsh, but because your softness, your spirit, your purity, and your intuition make him feel seen in a way he has never been seen before. You see through people even when you don't try. You read energies without effort. You sense truth automatically. And he will confess that this scares him and attracts him at the same time. Archangel Michael says, my child, this man wants you, only you, but he is afraid that he is not enough for someone as spiritually aligned as you. You will blush when he admits this, because he will say he has been watching your glow, your kindness, your words, your way of moving through life with strength even when you are hurting, and he cannot understand how someone like you has survived the storms you have survived. He will tell you that your resilience inspires him. Your patience humbles him. Your innocence touches him. Your pain makes him want to protect you. God says the reason you blush when he tells you the truth is because you will realize he sees the beauty inside you that others ignored. You will realize he noticed the small things you thought no one ever saw. You will realize he admires the sides of you you never received praise for. You will realize he values the qualities that others took advantage of. And God says your heart will soften in a way that surprises even you. God says this is not a fantasy. This is not a coincidence. This is not imagination. This is not desire. This is alignment. This is divine timing. This is fulfillment of something you prayed for without knowing how God would deliver it. You asked God for love that wouldn't break you. You asked God for someone emotionally mature, spiritually aware, loyal, honest, stable, and deeply protective. You asked God for someone who would not play with your heart. And God says, "My child, I heard you, and I am sending someone who has the capacity, the strength, the emotional depth, and the resources to love you the way you deserve."